Montana desires to be a reliable and consistent supplier of high quality fuels for your mills to produce electricity. We would welcome an expanded relationship through an MOU, so I think we should explore that. I think we have, I always say I'm with the government and my job is to stay out of the way so private industry can do their business. I think there are opportunities. We've been talking about what is the most efficient way for us to get you expanded coal, recognizing that some of your other suppliers are from less stable parts of the world, and whether it's Koreans or Americans, when you flick the light switch on, it's nice that the light bulb comes on. But to do that, you need reliable supply. We want to be that partner, so there's many discussions going on about how do we expand the ability for Montana, given we have more coal in Montana than any other state in the United States, about 30% of all the recoverable assets in North America. And again, as I said, half of our coal we use ourselves and half we're exporting. So our coal is not important just for our trade with Korea and Japan and Taiwan and our other foreign partners. It's important for our own energy production and consumption. It's fueling our economy. It's reliable. There are some that want to shut down coal, and I know you have some of those pressures in your country. We have some of that here too. But I think that our path forward, given the massive increase in energy demand, is to focus on innovation so that we can burn coal more cleanly, protect the environment, rather than regulating it out of existence, because that will leave us with an unstable grid and very high electricity prices. So again, thank you for your question.
Excellent, thank you. Yes, I have one more question. So finally, would you be holding a coal summits like this in both countries every year for the regular exchanges between the Montana coal suppliers and the Korean Gianforte?
I would welcome the opportunity. I think dialogue helps us understand each other better. It allows us to build relationships, and I think this is a good inaugural event. We should continue it, maybe next year in Korea.
Thank you. All right, question 2, Mr. Kim from Komipo.
I'm Jung-soo Kim from Komipo. I would like to thank you for this chance. So my question is, Korea is navigating the change in how it manages and sources energy important. How does Montana view its roles as a long-term reliable energy partner during the period of change like this?
Yeah, so our official policy as a state is we pursue an all of the above energy policy. We think the economics should determine the outcomes, and we should be focusing on innovation, not regulation. I'm not sure all states in the United States share that same perspective, but that is ours. And it's important that we let economics and innovation to protect the environment drive our energy decisions. Montana's energy portfolio currently is about 60% renewables. So we have this includes a lot of hydro, wind, solar, and coal. Montana is a net energy exporter. It's a very important part of our economy. Sometimes we export coal, as we're doing to Korea, and we're very pleased to have that business. But we also burn coal here and export electrons. We've been keeping the lights on in Seattle for decades. And through our partnership, we're helping keep the lights on in Seoul. So coal is a very important part of our portfolio, and I don't see a scenario where that is not the case.
Thank you.
Thank you. And next, Ms. Lim.
Yeah, thank you for joining us today. I'm from Coastal of Korea Western Power. I heard that you are very active you are very active voice with Trump administration on expanding federal policing. And my question is, what progress are you seeing at the federal level, and what does it mean that the Montana ability to meet international demand in years ahead?
Yeah, the Trump administration has been very active. We have representatives from the Trump administration here, from Department of Energy, from Department of Commerce, and they have been good partners with us. Recently opening up access to some massive federal coal reserves. We have a portion of our property, land in Montana, which is owned by the federal government. They own the mineral rights and they're leasing it for development. So this has been a very constructive partnership that we've had to explore these. Again, we want to do it in a way that's sensitive to the environment, but I firmly believe that our natural resource assets can be developed and we can protect the environment. They're not mutually exclusive. So the Trump administration has been a good partner with us, and we look forward to continuing to work with them.
Thank you. And now, Mr. Kim from POSCO.
My name is Tommy Kim, and from the POSCO International. First of all, it's a very thank you for inviting us to this valuable event. I think it's a very precious time to understand each other. My question is that anyway, the Korean gencos increasingly face audit, ESG, and parliamentary scrutiny. How does the state of Montana publicly position its core, including environmental performance and reclamation, in a way Korean utilities can cite when defending continued procurement at home?
Yeah, so we have some of these forces here. I think that common sense has to prevail. I'm an electrical engineer, and I think that engineers tend to be logical and embrace common sense, but we also have to be forceful advocates for what makes sense for our people. We've faced some of those same ESG forces in the US. I'm thankful with the Trump administration, they have less impact. Again, as I mentioned, we're going to pursue an all of the above, but again, with innovating around how we build our plants, how we operate them, we can protect the environment and provide reliable energy. And I agree with your comment also about relationship. This is why I was so pleased to bring an economic development group to Korea last year. And let me just say, I was very warmly received. I met with many of you while I was there, but I also met with the flour millers. We're very happy to ship a lot of grain to Korea. I'll tell you a quick story. I was at the flour millers, and of course, we had to exchange gifts. And the gentleman in charge of the flour millers in Korea presented me a present, and it was a lamp, very beautiful lamp. And you pull the string and the little white light comes on, and you pull it again and the red light comes on, and it was like in the shape of a oriental pagoda about 10 inches tall. I asked the gentleman, what's the significance of this lamp? He says, sir, it's a fertility lamp. And I said, if this works, we're in a lot of trouble. And the First Lady agreed with me. But I took it home, and I just want you to know that I'm now loaning it out to young couples.
Very, very good. Thank you. And wonderful story. And last but not least, Mr. Kim from Cohen.
Thank you, Mr. Governor. I am YK Kim from Cohen. My question is that if a specific obstacle happen that threaten for Korean uptake, whether it is related to state agency or federal regulator, something like that. What is the right channel to communicate through Entech, Naval Energy, or bring it to directly your office for support?
Yeah, so we are happy to advocate for our mutual interests. Christian Bray is here. Where is Christian? If you could, great. He's right back there. He's my energy policy advisor. He works in the governor's office, and he would be your primary contact. He's happy to give you email, cell phone number. I'll give you my cell phone number. Everybody in the state of Montana has it, so it's. But we will defend our mutual interests when they might be threatened, because we rely on coal to keep our lights on, and we understand how important it is that you have a reliable supplier of coal.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. The purpose of today has been intentionally conversational, Governor. I'm going to open the floor up now to the audience briefly for one or two questions, then we'll begin the business card and gift exchange. Does anyone have a question for the Governor? Or any of the members of the Korean delegation?
Anybody want the fertility lamp?
All right, thank you. With that, again, round of applause for everyone here today. Thank you very much. Now we'll begin a formal business card exchange.